Okay, so we've got our cheese, our bacon bits, our oat milk, our half and half, the paprika, the butter, and the noodles. We're gonna make mac and cheese. Always remember to wash your hands before handling any foodstuffs. Thanks. First things first, preheat your oven to 325. Okay, so we got this big old pot of water here, and we're just gonna basically turn it on to high heat and wait for it to boil. And while that's going, we're gonna take all this cheese and pour it in a big old bowl. Alright, we got a cheese in our bowl here. We're just gonna go ahead and mix it all up. Okay, we got our mixed cheese, and we're gonna take that and put it into 3 separate piles. Basically, one's gonna be 3 cups, one's gonna be 1.5 cups, and another one will be 1.5 cups. So we got it separated out. As I said, 3 cups, 1.5 cups, and 1.5 cups. Then we're gonna take 1 entire stick of butter and melt it in a saucepan. Next, we're gonna need some flour. So our butter is melted now, so we're going to slowly add in about 1/2 cup of flour. I'm just gonna throw in a little bit, and then I'm gonna whisk it around, and that's how you'll add it in. Okay, so we got our all of our flour in there now, and basically we're just gonna keep whisking until it gets nice and smooth. Okay, we're right about where we want to be, so we're gonna go ahead and while we're whisking, add in 2 cups of half and half. And then once it gets nice and smooth and mixed, we're gonna go ahead and add in 2 more cups of half and half. All right, our half and half is all in there now, so the next thing we're gonna do is actually add in 1.5 cups of milk. And then basically we're just gonna keep whisking this until it gets to be about the consistency of a condensed soup. You can also always add more flour if it needs to be thicker. Okay, we've got it right about where we want it to be. It's kind of thick. It's kind of hard to show with the whisk, but yeah, this is about the proper consistency here. Then we're gonna add 1 of the piles of 1.5 cups of cheese and just kind of stir that in there until it's all nice and melted in. All right, our first bowl of 1.5 cups is nice and melted, so let's go ahead and throw in the second one. And just like before, we're gonna go ahead and stir it in there until it's all nice and melted. Okay, our water is boiling, so we're gonna go ahead and toss in our noodles and let them cook for about 10 minutes according to the packaging. All right, it's been about 10 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and get these drained out. All right, the next part's gonna require both of my hands, but we're gonna basically put these noodles in a bowl and then pour that cheese sauce we made on top of it and mix it all together. All right, and we've done that, and now we're also gonna go ahead and add bacon bits. Can't go wrong with bacon. Go ahead and mix all that in. Okay, we got our mac and cheese here, and we are gonna go ahead and put half of it in this prepared baking dish. Okay, we got half our mac and cheese in here. As you can see there, that's about half of it. We're gonna take half of this, 3 cups, and just put it on here. Okay, then since we got our half of our cheese, we're gonna go ahead and put the other half of our mac and cheese on here, and then the other half of our cheese. Okay, and then it's ready to go in the oven for about 15 minutes. It's been 15 minutes, the timer has gone off, so let's pull it out of the oven. Look at that cheesy boy. I'm gonna let it cool down and then we'll start putting it away in containers. Alright, we have our containers here and our mac and cheese there, and basically we're just gonna take a scoop of mac and cheese and a container until there's no more mac and cheese left in our baking dish. And just like that, we've got 5, count them, relatively even portions of mac and cheese. Now that's all I got for you. Now get out of my kitchen.